that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big number.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Giants.
ケンさんこんばんは。見事にトライ決まりましたね。走りまくりましたね。家庭教師のトライですね。
The second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2.
end zone.
気持ちがいいですね。やっぱこの家庭教師のトライは。あー、危ない危ない。あー、こけてもった、こけてもった。
And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this.
いやー、気持ちがいいですね。今のもこけてなかったらいけてるんですけど。
I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
家庭教師のトライ。ハイロンカメラでチェックしてますね、これ。まあ、にしてもリアルですな、これは。風でライ流されますね、これ。
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
見えない壁に引っかかりました。
out here, but it's starting to sound more and more like he will not be the Chargers starting quarterback when they open their new stadium later this fall. Reports starting to surface that LA has moved on. In fact, Rivers and his family, they recently moved away from their home in San Diego, Charles.
Yeah, they moved to a spot in Florida, but that's not very far from Alabama where he grew up. So that's just really positioning his family to be closer to other family.
お、パッタパッタパッタパッタパッタパッタトライ。
Marcus Golden, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with the score already on the board?
そのままトライ。
That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overran. Others say, I got 2 touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15,
風がえらい強いですね、これ。めっちゃ流されますね。
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
止める止める。
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. As the Chargers come back out here offensively, you think about what happened this past season, and you look, the only word to describe it really disappointing. This was a team that finished 12-4 last year, won a wild card game, expected to be contenders in the AFC West, if not the AFC period. But they start 2-5, Charles, and 5-11 all told. That really threw cold water on any ambitions they may have had.
And how many times does it feel like we've seen the Chargers start 2-5? But have a big finish and are contenders for a playoff spot and not getting into them. So to me, the big story was they didn't close like they normally do. The 2-5 start actually led the way to a true 5-11 season. Very unusual for them. And now let's move it forward. Going into a new stadium next year. Have to sell tickets. Will Phillip Rivers still be their quarterback? That's the biggest question coming out of Charger land. They have committed to Anthony Lynn as their head coach. But will they have a new guy on the field calling plays next year? And right now, there's a certain free agent back in New England that people are talking about possibly migrating south.
That's what's interesting. What's been stable in the league is a few of these quarterbacks at spots, like Breeze down in New Orleans, Brady in New England, and Rivers with the Chargers. That could all be shaken up a little bit.
It certainly can. Let me correct my geography. Migrating west, because when I say south, the people in Tennessee get excited about number 12 possibly headed their way.
On 2nd and 11, Rivers And his throw here is incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
ほとんど客が来なかったから時間配分カウンターフード食べまくった。わお。腹いっぱいになっちゃいます。
Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
バレンタインチョコもらいました。
Always go for it.
クロスプレー。
One of those guys.
4th down and on his tie long to punt.
うわーっと切られた。めっちゃ飛ばし
And a
ま
bit
す
of a
ね。
mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Football going back to the New York Giants here. CD 4-12 this past year for New York. The Daniel Jones era has begun. Unfortunately for Pat Shurmur, his era over after 2 seasons. Now the Eli Manning era also more than likely over. So this could be a team with a lot of changes next year. They've already rated the Patriots captain, Joe Judge, former wide receivers coach, to be their head man.
And one of the things that you hear when you call around the league and ask about Joe Judge as the head coach, a no-nonsense, decisive type of a person. And he's going to need every bit of that in New York coaching the Giants. The good thing is, the Daniel Jones era has begun, and while there were a lot of turnovers, I thought down the stretch he played better, took care of the ball better. He's improving. Got to get some people around him. And I think this Giants team, with Saquon Barkley as their leading guy, I think they can improve quickly with the right draft picks, the right free agents, and Daniel Jones continuing to get better.
And because of that 4-12 record, they will have the number 4 pick in the draft, so they could move back, stockpile some picks, or get an impact player. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 81 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys so far because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defense in front of the side, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
After both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
風がすごいんですよ。右から左の風が。
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
止めろ。
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
ハフィーローズ。
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there's optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now, Rivers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Leonard Williams was one of the top draft picks coming out of USC, and he's done nothing to diminish the comparisons people make of past greats.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers.
止めろ、止めろ、下行った。これはいい感じ。だいぶ押し戻しましたね。
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes and they're getting at them.
Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
おっと、蹴られた。
Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield. Actually right at midfield. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
これでもかというぐらい走り倒して。
How has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a third time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
ナナミの紹介でクスクス笑ってたらオーナーに不思議なあちゃ
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
おー、と捕まれる
And he'll lose yardage here back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
逃げる逃げる逃げる逃げる逃げる逃げる逃げる逃げる逃げる逃げる逃げる
It's a pickup of 12 and that'll set up a third down.
これ逃げ回った方が逃げやすい
has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember Coach Ryan saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
走る走る走る走る走るいったちょっと横になります。肌が痛い。
And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The first quarter and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. And they steal it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Oh, look at this. this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Powers through. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
一人はかわしたんですけど、その後があれでしたね。
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee and he'll start at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. Let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage.
It kind of
looks like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rivers out quickly here to Allen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? You catch it, you tackle it, go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start out on the ground. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going in there. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through. Again, like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Shreds the tackle. Fights free yet again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12. From my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want, and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 35. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. He wants to throw it here.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex. We're going to try and fashion together a drive.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
甘いものを満足するまで食うとか。ケンさんでも甘いのはあかんかったんでしたっけ？ うわ、止めろ、止めろ、あー、パスされた。止めろ、来た。
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers complete. It's Henry.
止めろ、来た。甘いものは NG で辛いもの食べます。
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
うわーっと蹴られた。
And that is no
大当たり。
And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold.
今のはうまい
Sometimes
こと蹴り
the
ま
ball
し
just
たね。
doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And New York set to take the field.
何が好きなんすかね。
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They begin with a run by Barkley. They'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
It's really easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Barkley. For one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Barkley. He's still fighting forward, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
間違った。
And look at this, it's a fake.
フェイク。
And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque right there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling it.
やばい、決められてる。
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Trying to power to Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now Jones.
And
able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
That's a nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
Well, to say, get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now Riley Dixon on. He did his collegiate kicking upstate at Syracuse. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Rivers. And caught by Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Work with luck right there. Get that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big...
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Again, going to the 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Now the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the 1st half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Spinning away. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play.
He's got daylight, It's a
いただき
foot
ま
race.
ー
The
す。
30, 20.
ありがとうございます。
For a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are
気
able
持
to
ちよ
add
く
on
決ま
to
り
their
ました
lead.
よ。真ん中から抜けていきました。
Just one play, 75
家
yards
庭
to the
教師の
house.
空。
It's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line
さ
75
っ
yards.
とかわしましたよ、これ。身をかわしてまた避けて、で、またそこもさっとフェイントをかけて。
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And all he takes off with it, it's a
よ
fake.
ーっと。
And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go.
気持ちがいいですね。
Did they complete it successfully? Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I
them
was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
結構速いからね、どこにボールが行ったかわからんくなるんですよ。
On second and
あー、来
9.
た。そこにおる、そこにおる、そこにおる。あー、止められんかった。止めろ、止めろ。来た。
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for LA. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
初めに出ま
This
した
one
ね。
drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside defense.
ちょっと出てまいりました
Well,
ね。
we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. On play action, Rivers. He's going to let it go deep for the end. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
ビデオ判定ですか。さあ、どんな結果が出るのか。
They took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
うわー、来た。
Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that will get them one closer. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
カメラ目線ですな、これ。
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll be corralled right around the 34. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive.
今のでもそのまま行ってたらいけたかもしれない。
On the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Desmond King making the tackle. On the draw, this is Barkley.
走る。そのまま行く。
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I could press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pushing through the contact. Still on his feet. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took it out of their hands, having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little game. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. On the run, it's Barkley.
だいぶ無理やり行きましたが
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
これがでもなんか難しいですよね。
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
よっし
He'll
ゃ
complete this to
ー。
Ingram as tight end.
うわー、無
And
視
he
やった。
is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
深いキックにしましょうか。
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
高く上げる。
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Phillip Rivers and his Chargers about ready to take over again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I
have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire the defense as well to get a few stops.
He's going to let this go. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 40 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Badgley on for the extra point.
And
that'll cut the lead down now to 15. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the 1st down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time he fell incomplete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
めっちゃずれますな、これ。わー、取れた。
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. And the score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that, They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s. So a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though he completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
なんとか奪い取らんとね、ちょっとこれは攻められまくってますからね。あー、来た。あかん、完全フリー、やばい。危ない。おっと、来た。あー、来た。一応相手からボールはパクったんですけど、コロリしてる間にパクって速攻また移動して、ちょうどこの人がね、こけた時にコロリしてくれたんですよ。
New York set to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable. I'm sure you always treat the kicker nicely, though, right? You know, truthfully, I did. Good. I always did because those guys win a whole lot of games.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Ready? 18.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Now it's Barkley with that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. He spins free. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. Just, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. New York set to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
58, boy, 58.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius
はみ出てんのか。
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
出だしはめっちゃ調子良かったですよね、これ。そのままパクってダイブでとか。
Okay, coach, appreciate it. A one touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Play fake. Rivers is going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
真ん中から抜けてきましたね。意外と真ん中ってあれ、狭そうで抜けるとき打っていくからね。結構わかんない。両サイドよりも意外と真ん中がね、穴場かもしれないですけど、うわ、来た。ドレッドね。じわじわ攻められてますな。うわっと止める。
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn to shreds or being erased over the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They really locked in on offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield.
これ前線で止められてまうから、なかなかボールに近づけない。止めるようにした。
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
なんとか止めましたけど。なかなかでもやっぱボールに近づけないってね、この持ってる選手のところに。相手も遠目から来るんですけど、さすがにちょっと受け取り手が間に合ってないから、
They'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And this one will not get there. Toss to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's going to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes it a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can be
17 yards and a giant first down. Boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did. And obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A first down carry for Barkley. Able to spin free. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. They're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 28-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact that she said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. Rivers out quickly here to Allen. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the play kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. It's better players to watch him play the position.
前で止められてまうから。
4 touchdown passes.
花粉が飛びまくりますわ。あ、来た来た来た来た来た、危ない。
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Okay.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Adrian James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD, for Polamalu, it was his 1st year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because meaning young retired.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 60 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well, and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. They'll throw again. Right side. He's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So a tie ball game here as the kicks away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, little 3-6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And now running right through it.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
やらかしましたか、今。
After the penalty, they go with Barkley.
おーっと、うわー、止められる。
Gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
うわっと、気合いでいく。だいぶ頑張りましたね、これ。もう5、6人で来ましたね。えげつないタックルですね、これ。どんだけ集団で抑えてくるね、みたいな。
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley.
And
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Gallman will run it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everyone has to go right for that door.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th. It's September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
No, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you. But you're exactly right. It won't take us long. Just time to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things. But there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020. And they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given. But after winning the Super Bowl, after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
Lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Into the secondary again. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they're educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers looking middle, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Rivers, he leaves to Eckler on the draw. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He'll get the first down inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
もう
He
ちょいなん
continues
け
to
ど。
have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
うわ
So we got
ー、
3
掴ま
on
れ
1
た。
tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot
もう
else.
ちょいなんけど。
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
え
The
えとこ
run
まで
only
行っ
got
て
a
るんです
yard.
よね。
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley.
うわーっ
And he'll get this one down to
さら
about
に
the
近づき
10-yard
ました。
line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Now Jones on 3rd
よ
down.
っしゃ、もうちょい、もうちょい、もうちょい、あー、
He
惜し
didn't
い。
get the touchdown, but
もう
he
手
did
前まで
get
来
the
てますよ、
first
これ。
down as he's tackled at the
ほんまの
line.
直前です
They're
よ。
able to convert on 3rd
右
down,
フ
and
ッ
that
ク
sets
や。
up the 1st and goal.
There are a lot of
こ
tough
れパ
routes
ス
to
通
try and
って
cover.
ね、も
When
う
you
ち
see
ょ
a
いのとこ
runner
まで行って
come
るん
out
で
of
す
the
よ、あれ。
backfield and run
手
this
前で
angle
止められ
route,
ま
looks
した
like
ね。
they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back
ほんまの直
sharply
前ですよ
inside.
ね、これ。
Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick
も
up
う
the
ほんまの
first.
ゴール目
A
の
field
前。
goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
い
And
った
he's
ー、来
in.
た。
Touchdown.
やっと決まりましたわ。
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it
長かったです
enough,
ね、
but the
この時
intelligence
間は。
level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of
かわして
athleticism and a
だい
whole
ぶ
lot of
来ました
toughness.
ね。
You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
ふわー。そんが入るとまた気持ちがいいですよね。
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake.
あー、
And
ち
this
ゃー、
fake
止め
extra
た。
point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken
あー、
just
止めろ、止
inside
め
the
ろ、止め
10.
ろ、止めろ。
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run it back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And they're going to get to him a sack. Sacked back at the
なんと
9-yard
か抑え込み
line.
ましたね。
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he
な
couldn't
んか
find
でも
anywhere to go
蹴
with
ら
the
ずにそ
football,
のま
had
ま
to
パ
eat
ス
it,
できそ
and
うで
ended
し
up
た
on
ね。
the ground.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
ああ、
To
パ
throw
ス
is
する、パ
Rivers.
スする、パスする、
And
飛
this
ん
is
でる、飛んでる。
complete.
よっ
It's
し
Allen.
ゃ。
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, they were successful in one sense. They completed the pass, but still leads them to a tough 4th down situation, doesn't it?
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here in a one-score game, so the field goal, not their ideal situation. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
うわ
Rivers
ー、
to
あ、
throw
見てみ
it.
た。
He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the night. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the
サイドン
field.
カ
But
メ
here
ラに
they
は
had to go
が
4,
っつり
couldn't
映
get
っ
it
て
done.
ましたね。
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go
ああ、
that
気を
4th
取り
down.
直して
And a
いかん
pause
と
in
ダ
the
メです
action
な。
because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
ビデオ判定ですか、これ。
Rivers pass complete to Mike Williams. Touchdown.
After review of the play,
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is
ゴー
for.
ルと
And this
認められま
touchdown
したね。
will count. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT.
うわ、あかん。
And they have
あそ
taken
こ
the
で決
lead
められ
here
る
in。this fourth quarter.
こいつが剣か。腹押さえてる。
That time a 6-play
腹の
drive.
調子が
And
悪いみ
winds
たい
up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
わーっ
And
て
he'll
決めら
wind
れ
up
る。
about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
おらおら
They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
なん
First
と
play of the
しても
drive, let's give
賢
credit all
さんとこ
around.
にある。
Excellent blocking. For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
あー、捕まれる、捕まれる、捕まれる、捕まれる、捕まれる。おっと、逃げる。
Marked down at the
ジャンプ
42-yard
でかわ
line.
しましたけど、ちょっと捕まりました
Definitely
ね。
see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
最後はジャンプでちょっとかわそうかな思ったんですけど、さすがにちょっと捕まれましたね。
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Spinning pass
う
to
わーっと、止められる。
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker.
今のいい感
2nd
じ
and
でしょ。
2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
あー、攻めます、攻めます、攻めます、
He
攻めま
spins
す。
free.
かわす、かわ
Breaks
す、
the
かわす、
tackle.
かわ
He's
す、
got room to run.
かわす、かわす、かわす、かわす。次から来るからね、ほんまに。
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here.
振り切っても振り切っても来
3
る。
first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
ほんまに次から次から来ますよ。 だいぶでも前進しましたね。
Jones now on 1st and 10.
ああ、カンカン捕まえた。あーしゃー。
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a give to Barkley. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're running right through it. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big one coming now for Aldrich Rosas. This for a 4th quarter lead.
And
his kick is no good. And just barely missing it wide to the right. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing, Rivers. Looking sideline, incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
To throw, Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will score. Giants. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes from defense.
That's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
見事に向こうさんが見せてくれましたね。
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Back to it after the pick 6, Rivers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Rivers pass on target to Hunter Henry. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 53 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones operating from the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And now running right through it. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Well, and it's his third missed field goal of the game, much to the displeasure of this home crowd, some of whom are heading for the turnstiles.
And unfortunately for him, he'll be a hot topic of discussion on talk radio in the week ahead. But I think this goes beyond him. This has really not been the greatest of performances from the top to the bottom.
Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So this one, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Throwing Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that takes us from second to third down. On play action, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Now a carry from the fullback. This is diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, outright. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate.
And he's across for the touchdown, and in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you're going to kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Badgley on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He can't bring him down.
It does work.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now Jones and the Giants down by 8, 30 seconds to go. And no other way to say it, they have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Let's go, let's go. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. They couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right.
い
They
や
took
ー
us
なか
down
な
to the
か
last play.
前
We're
半がめっ
still.
ちゃ良かったん
You're
ですけど
wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
あららですね。いやーなかなかの激しい試合でしたね。俺たちを使わねえからだよな、言うとるで。
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.
やーちゃー。個別のハイライトが見れるんですね。これが個別ハイライトですか。初めのやつもこれいけるんですね。リプレイはいらないですよ。おー、これは走り回ったあれですね。こんな巻き戻しもできるんですね。ってことは、さっきのあれもあったんちゃいますかね。なるほど。またちゃいますね。いやー、でもなかなかおもろかったですな。いやー、よかったですな。終わりますか。あら、間違った。I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. はい、お疲れ様でした。ではではでは。Oh, I get back up.